Get some space here. We'll get to moving a little bit. A little warm up here. We have a lot to talk about. We're focusing on guard passes today. We've been focusing on that all week, and Hito's been teaching most of these classes. I've been busy with the instructor certification programs. Guard passes will give you some of the stuff we saw this week and add some new details as well. Let's all stand up, spread out. Hito's gonna bring us through this warm up.
So arms and legs, kind of moving back and forth. I straighten my legs and I bend them, straight and bend, and I do it quickly. Let your arms fly too a little bit. Great, feet shoulder width apart. Yep, and same thing now, but now side to side. Your arms should be very relaxed, you guys. There's no, my shoulders are throwing my arms. Good. Perfect. Hands on your hips, circles. Good. Other direction.
What's up, Nako? Raymond is here. Good to see you guys. Bill, what's up, Bill? Bill Hogan. 8. Ben is here. Other way. Mark is here.
EJ's here.
Yo. Alice, what's up, Alice Gallagher?
Okay, let's go here now. Put your, from standing up, let's do a little like where I step forward and I kind of drop down to my knee. See that? There you go.
Tuck, you're like hiding behind this knee.
And then now I pivot up on my leg and I stand back up. You see that? So my leg steps forward and then my knee comes down, alternating legs. See that? And I drop to here. And then I can pivot my leg up and then I get up. Then I step a leg forward and my back leg drops. Yeah, and I pivot my knee up and I stand up. Alternate sides. Step. And pivot. Stand up. And more. Boom, there we are. Good. And now we can go down. Let's go to the ground. Rocking. Rocking. On your side a little bit, roll to your sides like this, like in a circle. Great. Now do a back roll, go to your knees. Yeah. Great, now put your right elbow on the ground and fall on your hip like that. And then go back to your knees. See that? I put my left elbow down and then my back leg steps back. And I put my right elbow down and my back leg goes back. As my elbow touches, back leg back. Yep, last one on the other side. My elbow goes down, back leg touches. Great.
All right, let's pass some guards, you guys. You don't take us through a little rundown of a few slices.
So we talked about this idea of getting into this position, maybe open guard. I kind of move in, I drop to here. From here, I can hold onto his collar. I can go double underhooks. And for now, I'm gonna keep the collar with my right hand. My left arm's hugging the person's thigh. Now with this hug right here, in many cases when I lift this up, he'll move his hips. And now he drops this leg. My knee slices over the top, hug the neck, back step, and go to my knees. So once again, from standing, my hand clears his foot, I step in, my knee drops. I'm here, I have my thigh hug, and I have the collar grab on the side of the knee that's up. Look how my arm's on the outside of my own leg.
Versus the inside. Because right here you can get triangle. Boom. Outside, if I go for the triangle, his knee will always protect him here.
So with this, as I lift, when he resists, he naturally drops the other leg. My knee comes over the top, small hand can help, little push, knee comes over. Hug the neck, back step, and then as I go, rotate, rotate. This foot is still here. As I go to my knees, I push, and here I am.
He now throws this leg away from him, you guys, and his left knee right now, his near side knee, is touching my hip. So he ends up with that knee right against my pelvis to block the guard.
And this arm I should pull out and go to here, because if my arm stays here, he can also triangle me. So by myself, let's all stand up.
Everyone's up, coming in the open guard with that kneeling posture. Get up.
Standing up, knees are bent below. My right hand kind of clears the person's foot. Right leg steps forward and I drop my back knee on the ground. Good.
Nice.
Now,
Good, Kelson.
right hand grabs the person's collar as your left hand hugs the thigh. Left hand underhooks.
Good.
Perfect. With this underhook, I lift it. When I lift it, this knee drops. So I go over the knee. Good. Right arm hugs the neck now. Go to my right elbow and now I do my back step. Once I do my back step that we did earlier as a
Nice,
warm-up,
succeed.
now go to your knees. Pull your arm out, side control.
Beautiful. Reset.
Again. Right here with the knee already up.
Nice, Kaleo.
Right here, start from right here if you like, it's okay. My right knee's up.
Nice, here we go.
Or, I could do that.
Yes, you could do the thing.
I'm gonna try to
Let's try.
So, everybody put your left knee up.
Everybody left knee up.
Everybody left knee up so you can mirror me, correct?
Yes.
This is mirroring me now.
We're trying a new teaching tactic, you guys.
Everybody's left knee is up. My left hand's holding the collar and my right arm hugs the thigh. Yes, right arm's underneath. With that left hand holding the collar now, I try to lift up with the right arm. The right arm lifts a little bit. Now it's not gonna go, it's too heavy, but the other one drops. So drive your left knee over. And now your left arm hugs their neck. And now you do a big back step with your right foot. Sit on your hip. From here, push the leg away, go to your knees.
Nice, Aki.
And you're on top.
Beautiful.
Great.
Was that hard for you?
One more time, that was hard.
Let's go, you guys. Hidon's learning how to
Open
do
guard,
left and
we're
right
all
here.
standing up again.
Everyone's
we're back
up.
to standing, legs are everywhere. Slap the foot out of the way, left foot, big step forward, drop to your knee. Great. Once you drop down, your left hand grab the collar, your right arm hug the thigh. Sit here, you're safe right now. There's no triangles, no arm locks. You lift up with the right arm, but it's too heavy. So you bring your left knee over the top, left arm hug the neck, step back with the right foot, go to your knees, side control.
Beautiful.
Okay, next piece, in the case where maybe I got the collar and before I hug the thigh, he just kind of hips out the other way because my knee in the center is not the most exciting thing for him.
Forget that. This is the worst thing possible in a guard. My feet have no involvement. So what I would like to do is to shrimp out and try to bring my feet inside and try to make space and get this in. But as I shrimp, watch what he's gonna do.
Hopefully my good grab on his gi nago here, my knee slides across.
Before my foot comes in, his knee beats me.
Underhook his arm, put my leg out, and now as I drop to my elbow, I grab the tricep, I sit through on my hip. Cross chest. From here, if his elbow slips to the ground, we talked about where you bring your knee close. I get up on my knee. And then when he pushes me again, I can recollect his tricep and for better control.
One more time on that, partner, then we're gonna do it solo. Check it out. So he's here.
Knees up, holding the collar.
Left knee up.
I've not got my right arm underneath yet. He turns his hips away. So now my left knee cuts across. I push his leg down, my knee cuts across. Left hand underhook his arm, leg out for base. Now as my hip melts through, I grab the tricep and I sit on my left hip. Let's all do this. Everybody's already here. Left knee up. We're already left knee up. Left hand's driving the collar. Good. The right hand is not hugging the thigh. It's out on top. And now from here, they move their hips away. So your right hand pushes the leg down a little bit. And now your left knee cuts across. Good. Put your right leg up as your left hand goes underneath the body a little bit. Good. Now as my right hand grabs the person's tricep, I sit through on my hip. I melt through. There you go. Head low and pressure forward. Again. Modified, kind of what do you call it? Hunter squat. Okay, my left hand's holding the collar, left knee is up. Don't have the underhook. They hip away. So now my right hand, push the leg down and bring your left knee across. Put the right foot out for base and put your left hand under their arm now, underhook their arm. With your right hand, you're gonna start grabbing their tricep as you sit through onto your left hip.
Nice, Mark.
Beautiful, pick up that high. Now once you lose the arm, bring your left knee tight. Left knee tight. Get up on your left knee. Great.
Knee close to the hip.
Now the right hand is ready to grab. The right hand is low. When they push you, you pick up the arm and you sit back through on your hip again.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Good, Brandon Fairbanks. Awesome, Hashem. Looking good, you guys. Solid. One more time on that one.
Yep. Standing, standing, standing away from the legs. I clear the foot out of the way. My left leg steps forward, I drop down. I'm here. My left hand grabs the collar. Great. Right hand is on top. It's not underneath, it's on top. They hipped out that way. When they hip out, they lower the leg right here on your right side. So you pin it down and your knee goes across it. Left hand under their arm. As your right leg goes out, now grab the person's tricep, sit through on your hip. Yep. It looks good. Solid.
I'm gonna try the double underhooks and we can do that standard and then a quick sit through that sit under.
So double underhooks. Here it is. I have double underhooks. Sometimes, whether maybe he has closed guard, I bring my knee, this knee, my left knee, in the center, and then I arch back. As you see, I open my leg up, I arch back, opening his guard, and now I can get double underhooks. Or, more commonly, I hang out here, he goes for a submission, he opens his guard. Boom, now both my arms get inside. Once I have double underhooks, I'm gonna lift up this leg and put it on my shoulder. In many cases, as I pick it up, he resists. When he resists, I then go on the other side and I grab his shoulder, I put my weight on him as I keep his thigh, and now I hop around as I drop my hips, landing in the side control. So that is one option. The legs open, double underhooks, you lift one and you go to the other. We talked also very briefly about, somebody asked yesterday, if I'm doing this, block my hip, when they block the hip, now how I put weight on my hip and then I go like this, boom, boom.
Nice, there's that one and there's the knee chop too. Cool.
Yes, the knee chop is when he blocks my hip and now I lift up my knee and my knee goes click.
And he lays on it, look at that. And come around, very effective detail you guys too, when someone's trying to stop your hips from coming around that corner. Cool.
So let's do double underhook guard pass and let's address that hand that's blocking your hip from acquiring the angle. So on your knees, hands on the person's stomach, and then they open their guard. Boom, double underhooks. Both hands underneath. From here now, lift up the left side. Lift it up, but it's too heavy, so then you switch to the right. Great, and now hand on the ground as your left hand keeps the thigh, get up on your tiptoes. Good, keep the weight on there. Now hop around to your right and melt your hips forward and drop in the side mount. So that was the pass, the hip was not blocked. Now they're gonna block our hip. Again, hands in the stomach, posture, guard opens, double underhook. Everyone's got double underhooks.
Looking great, Luis.
From double, lift
Colin.
up the left side.
Amen.
Lift the left side. They resist, go to the right side.
Nice,
good.
Lorna, looking good.
Right hand on the ground. You would be anchoring the shoulder, but for now you're on the ground. Hug the thigh with the left hand, put the weight forward. Good, now as I hop around to the right, they're blocking my hip. So now I put the weight forward and I go, boom, boom. And I drop my hip.
Little twisty on the hip, little twisty, yeah.
Look at it again.
Watch,
Here,
watch, watch, you
here.
guys. Down, back, down. It's down, back, down with the pelvis. Down, back, down. So imagine do it again slow.
The illustration that I showed yesterday, if he's down here, give me your hand. If this is my hip, right? This is my right hip, my left hip. I put weight on the hip that he's holding, and then I take the weight off and I slide past, and then I cut back in. So again, with the body now, here, he's blocking.
Watch slow. Down,
weight,
twist,
turn,
and
then
drop. So it's like 1, 2, 3. Directional changes of that hip. Very good detail, you guys.
Everybody's kneeling. Hands on the ground. Kneeling. We're in the person's guard. We're in the guard. We're postured. Maybe they pull us down. We go low. We block their biceps. Hands on their biceps. And now we see an opportunity. We posture again. Hands in the stomach. One hand in front of the other. The legs open. Boop, double underhooks.
Good, Schultz. Good, Matthew.
Good. Lift the left side. Lift it strong. They're too strong. You switch. Go to the right side. Pick it up. Good. Right hand on the ground. Hug that left arm. Hug the thigh. Put the weight on them. Now as you hop around, they block your hip. And now you put pressure
down,
and
back,
boom, boom.
down. Twist, twist, twist. Yeah, bro. That was cool. That was way better.
Now we'll do the knee one, the knee chop one time. Again. So hands in the stomach, posture. Everyone's sitting back, we're waiting. It's been 10 seconds, 15 seconds. They jump for a triangle, opening their legs, double underhooks.
Quick.
Yep, lift the left side. Lift it, lift it, lift it. Now when they resist, go to the right side. Get it underneath, perfect. Grab that shoulder, put the hand on the ground. Keep the right arm, left arm hugging the thigh. Get up on your tiptoes, hop around to the right. They blocked your hip. Look at my left knee. I'm sorry, my right knee comes up and it goes click and blocks, and sit on your hip.
Sit through, yeah, good Seth,
I'm
good.
here, like my knee goes up and I go, boop.
You melt all the way through on that chop, you guys. You literally fold, you can do a little solo on that if you want, a little micro. Just that part, because some of them are having a little trouble with
Yeah, so
it.
even with both hands on the
Two
ground.
hands on the ground.
Both hands, my knee comes up and my leg sits through.
All the way through, guys. Tripod and go. Let me see you guys do that. Tripod and slice the knee through the hole.
Put both hands down, it'll be easier.
Knee comes up and sit through. Excellent, Jason Loom. Good, David Brewer. Let's see it, Bill Hogan. And fold through. Excellent. Perfect, Bill. Good, Tim. Let's see it, Tim. And Matt. Great. Great. Good, Tipton. Good, Matt. Good, you guys. Phil Miller, bring it over. Let's see. Nice, Phil. Exactly. And it's a great technique. You just chop and you
So
chop
now
that
watch
person down.
this. Put something now here. Move over there. Put something like this. Remember that guard pass that we did where we switch over their head now? Put an object down. Put a t-shirt.
A pillow, a t-shirt.
Anything, a belt, anything. It could be a coaster. It doesn't matter. Anything, a coin on the ground. Look how I'm sitting right now. Okay, I have my left leg out.
Everyone put something down and sit like Hidon.
I have my left leg out. I am on this, imagine a straight line right here. I'm on this side. And now with my left elbow and left leg straight, I'm gonna switch over to the other side. I'm gonna reach and go, whoop.
Beautiful.
And now my right leg is forward. And I switch.
And so you're switching elbow. You're switching hands off to elbows.
Yes. The elbow switches and the leg is ground. Right now my right leg is down. My leg goes over and I switch. Boom. Last one and go.
Hip to hip, you guys. Switch over and land on the opposite hip.
You guys look cool. Okay, now Hender's right here with me. So you can see what that was when we get double underhooks and I'm lifting up his leg, but he resists. I place my left elbow on the ground. I put my right leg out and my left leg shoots through. And now I go boom, boom. And I go on top. So anytime, and I mentioned it a couple times already, it's very important that this leg stays occupied. So as my right arm lifts and he resists and I place my left elbow down, if I go like this and I relax everything, he'll put his foot on my chest, who knows? But if, as I'm lifting and I drop my elbow, he still feels like my arm is still giving his leg life, then this will be able to come through. My left leg will shoot through and I'll be able to go more undetected. So keeping the energy real on the arm that's lifting. So everybody's kneeling, hands on the body, the legs uncrossed. We get double underhooks. From the double underhooks, let's now begin to lift up the right side. Now as we're lifting it, it's getting heavy. So place your left elbow on the ground and put your right foot out. Now, great, now the bottom left leg shoots through and now step over and switch and do what we did earlier and go to your knees, boom.
Nice, Daniel. Come on up, Funas.
Now you're on the side mount.
Beautiful.
You ran a lap around the person's head. You, knees on the ground, hands on the body.
Let's see it, Chris McAllister. Here we go. Christian Conti, what's up, bro?
Legs open, boom, double underhooks. Double underhooks. Good. Now I'm gonna pick up the right side. I'm sorry, the left side. Pick up the left side. Pick up the left side. Strong. Now once it's not working, my right elbow goes down, left foot goes out, and my right leg shoots through. Boom. Keep the lift with the left arm. It's not working though, so you throw your leg over. Switch. Switch. And
Beautiful.
go to your knees.
Nice, Doug Wright.
Go to your knees on the end.
Brian, looking sharp.
Yes. Again, knees are down. Last one. Hands on the body. Hands on the body. Everything's postured. Guard opens. They attack. Double underhooks. Double underhooks.
Nice, Brian Moritz. Very
Start
nice.
picking up the right side. Start picking it up.
That was dope.
Oh man, things are getting heavy. Place the left elbow on the ground. Put the right leg out for base. Shoot the left leg through. Boom, throw the leg over. Switch. to the other side, go to the knees, and be in side control. And you obviously want to be quick to control their head, something to keep them from recovering guard after that dance move.
Beautiful.
Do the over under? Do it on me?
Cool. All right, you guys, check this out. So let's say sometimes you're going for the double underhook pass. So you get under, you're trying to lift the legs, they're heavy like Hidon said. Another option is this. I'm gonna take my left hand, I'm gonna pull his leg, I'm gonna step my leg over his foot. And then instantly my same side left hand is gonna come over and trap his thigh as I drive all my weight on his abdomen and I get up on my toes. And most importantly right now, I don't let his foot slip out, because if it does, I get triangle. Go back. But as long as I have this and I have pressure, and sometimes I'll even grab my own inner thigh to make a little wall so his foot can't come out, right? Versus having no grab and his foot kind of wiggles out the back, right? So do that again. If I grab my thigh, he can't. So I'm here, I'm putting a lot of pressure, I'm hugging his other thigh, and then I'm gonna walk around, and then my knee comes under his hips, and then I trap his hips right here. Underhook on the near side, underhook on the far side, and then I'll have to creep up with double underhooks is totally possible, which allows us to transition beautifully, potentially into this. Look, with double underhooks, there's a lot of possibility for getting into twisting arm control from side control. Okay, so a nice underhook high, you can kind of walk it over. One more time here. Okay, so I have my underhooks. On my left side, I'm trying, it's pretty heavy. At this point, he's pushing it out. First, I use the thigh, I pull it, and I step over, and my knee traps his foot. The most important part is that I do this. Because if I don't do that, and I just bring my arm over, triangle city, you're done. So after the pull down, you step and trap the foot, and simultaneously I pull my arm out, and I trap the hip, diving my arm in. Right away, my same side shoulder, my left shoulder, drives up on his abdomen, and I get on my toes. I'm still hugging the other leg, with all my weight on my shoulder. And now we're gonna walk, and we're gonna step. Sometimes you can walk on your knees and stay kneeling. Other times, as you try to trap my leg, try to reach, I can step out and do this, boom. In either case, we're gonna go to our knees, and I'm gonna make sure that this south knee, my right knee, goes under his hamstring. And now I start to come over, trap the hips. Everything's tight. I'm keeping his legs trapped together with my elbow. And then I underhook here on the near side as I then come around and start to walk up with my pressure. Okay, everyone right here, double underhooks. Let's take our left hand, or both hands are under. Everyone double underhooks on both sides. You're here. You feel on your left side, it's very heavy. So do me a favor, take your left hand, pull down on their thigh, take your left foot, step over, and put your left knee on the ground outside their foot. Now take your underhook out and hug over their thigh and place all your weight on your shoulder.
Shoulder on the ground, nice.
And now walk around in a circle.
Now walk to the side of your shoulder, walk to the side of the shoulder.
And then go to your knees. And now look where your hands are. Your left hand is still, your right hand is still between their legs. Take your right hand, go over their hip, trap their hip and pull it in nice and tight. Your left hand is gonna go up under their armpit, near side armpit, and now walk up both hands for double underhooks and get into nice side control right there. Let's go back and reset. So everybody underhooks, lift, 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 left side. Trying to lift, he's too heavy. Pull his thigh down, step over, put your knee down. Pull your left arm out, hug over, hug the thigh. Keep your underhook, drive all your weight up on your shoulders.
Go onto your left shoulder.
And walk.
And walk to your left, walk to your left. Now then once the foot is clear, go back to your right, walk a little bit to your right and side mount right there.
And then bring your right arm over the hip and trap their hips. And now your left hand creep up under their armpit, left hand creeps up, right hand creeps up, climb to a higher side control position, and you got them right there.
So one thing that, when you, let's say you did this already, go ahead, making it heavy. Notice how me making it heavy, he uses my resistance against me. Because I'm like, no, 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 no. He pulls it and he steps. Once he has this, now when Henry looks away, he puts the weight, he walks this way, walk, 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 walk. But then he walks back that way a little bit and rotate, rotate. And the reason why, because go back to where you were, walk back where you were. He walked out this way. If he goes to his knees right now, then my legs have too much space to recover guard. But as soon as he cleared my leg, he walked and then he ran. He kind of goes back the other direction.
Look where I placed my knee, deep under his thighs, yep. And then I trap his thighs. Now put me in the guard.
Can't, his both arms, yeah. It's too much. These are almost touching.
Yep.
Are your elbow and knee touching right now?
They are right now, but they don't have to.
They're so close together.
Near side underhook, and then walk up, and we got it right there. One more time, let's do the other side, you guys. Other side, everything on the other side. Everybody, double underhooks. Try, try, try. Okay, so now take your right hand, pull their thigh down, step over with your right foot and trap their ankle. Pull your right arm out, hug the thigh.
Knee in the ground, Doug. Very nice. Good.
Hug the thigh, and now your left hand is hugging under their opposite thigh. Place your right shoulder on their abdomen, get up on your toes, and walk around. Once you walk north, now walk back to the south.
Walk a little bit back to the left. Good.
Place your left knee under their thighs. Good. Now take your left arm and put it over their hips and trap those hips.
Left.
Elbow touching the knee. Look, elbow touching the knee.
Nice.
Left arm and left elbow
Good,
touching.
Kai. Good walking the right hand out.
Take your right hand, walk it up on that underhook. Walk that underhook up. And then left hand, walk the underhook and start sliding up to a higher side mount away from their hips. Big underhooks. Excellent. Beautiful, guys. Nice over under. You don't want to show some of the standing passes that we have?
Yes.
One more time?
Do that one more time on the side.
Okay, let's do that right side one more time. Everybody, double underhooks.
This
Boom.
is probably the trickier one.
Try. Everyone take that right hand, pull the thigh down, step to the outside, lower your knee, pull your right hand out, hug the thigh on the outside, right shoulder on the stomach, walk. Walk
Shoulder
back.
on the ground, walk. Good.
And place your left knee under their thighs, left arm, come over and trap that hip, elbow to knee, tight, closing in on their hips.
Looks good.
Now take your right arm, crawl that underhook, crawl the underhook, left arm, crawl up to an underhook as you creep around to a higher chest-to-chest position.
Good carry. What are you using right there?
Beautiful.
Looks very good.
Awesome.
So that pass right there can also be from standing.
Yep.
Right? You might be here standing in someone's guard, and then you just go whoop, boom, and you drop. You can drop into this over-under position from standing, which is a little tricky to do by yourself because you're falling onto the ground, but just keep that in mind. So we talked about now if I'm in the closed guard, and I stand up over him, and how the order of the stand up, both knees down, left hand holds the bicep, left leg steps up. As I grab the collar, I stand. And now from this collar grab, in many cases he'll uncross his legs, go ahead. And when he uncrosses, I keep both collars, pinch my knees, and then I go ahead, sweep me a little bit. I absorb, I kind of ride, and I use these anchors to control his sweep potential. Do a big backstroke, grab his shoulder. Other hand backstroke, hold the thigh, put the weight, and walk around. So, kneeling. Everybody's kneeling. Follow the steps. Hands are on the ground. Everybody step your left leg up. Left hand grab the person's collar. Good. Now with your other hand on the ground, I stand up. Here, stand up. Now that I think about it, because I'm doing my comfortable side, they're all doing the other side.
I know, you should not do your comfortable
Everybody
side.
go back down, go back down.
You should not do your comfortable side.
I'm gonna do my not comfortable side so you can do my comfortable side, which I believe is your comfortable side.
You want to do your right so that they can do their left.
Something like that.
Yeah, it is. You're going to do your...
Yeah.
Call it your left.
Hands on the ground, hands on the ground. Okay, so here we are in our posture. Now, we're gonna put our right hand on the person's bicep, our left hand out for base. Step your right leg up. Now, as your right hand grabs the collar, step your left leg up. Boom. So we're standing. My right hand's holding the collar. From here now, they go for the sweep. They uncross their legs, and I just kind of put my hips forward, hips up a little bit. I ride. Both hands can hold both lapels. Be here in base. Once they slow down, pinch my legs a little bit. Left hand, big backstroke, comes inside, and then it comes all the way across, boom, to the ground. Now my right hand goes back, and I hug their thigh up here. Now put my legs back, hop around to the left, melt my hips forward, and drop in the side mount.
Good, David Brewer. Good, Sam.
Hands on the ground.
Diana, we're watching. Here we go, guys. Looking good.
Okay. Put your left hand out for base, and your right hand blocks their bicep. Good. Now step up your right leg. So look how my leg and my elbow are pretty close together. As my right hand grabs the collar, my second leg stands up. And now I stand. Right elbow and right thigh together in base. They go for the sweep. Boom. Pinch your knees. Absorb a little bit. Move your body. You're controlling. You're holding on to both lapels. Now, left hand flies back inside their open legs. Boom. Dip the shoulder. Left hand grabs the cross shoulder. Right arm goes back and hugs their thigh. Put your legs back, hop around to the left, melt the hips, drop the weight. Yep, side mount. Now, double ankle sweep. Everybody stand up. And notice how right now my weight, my back is somewhat, I'm not too far forward. I'm not straight, 45 degrees. Now I'm gonna begin to fall like that. You see how my toes begin to lift. Once my toes begin to lift, I kick my foot forward and I catch myself. So this is a reflex that you can use when you're losing your balance to the double ankle sweep. Just doing it solo first, and then I'll show you a hander for context. But the understanding that you need to have is this. The foot that steps back, before it goes back, my toe goes like this. My toe points in, okay? And it could be left, it could be right, whatever, both are great. The point is that my toe points in, and then my foot kicks forward and back. Other side, toe points in, forward and back. Now, right now, we're doing this from having our weight centered. I wanna do this, look, as I'm falling forward and back.
Everyone try that. Literally start to transfer your weight off your toes into your heels, and as you're falling, literally try to catch yourself by a big step back. Good, Matt, Jacoby. Very nice. Let's see it, guys. Who can fall a little bit? Start falling first. And the more you fall, the more points you get for saving it. Who can fall the most without falling? Let me see who can actually do a legit lean. Leaning, 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 start to fall. Actually transfer your weight all the way to your heels and start to fall on your back. Let's see the transfer, Wesley. Here we go.
Every time I do this, there's a little feeling of excitement. There's a little like, woo, it's a little scary.
You're about to go.
Even though I know I'm not gonna go, there's a feeling. So I kick and I catch.
Because it's so counterintuitive, guys, to be falling back, but simultaneously stepping
forward
and catching yourself.
It's crazy. Now, and the wild part is that it's actually easier and necessary to step back when the person begins to sweep you. Right now, for example, like hold everything tight, it's also like a little more closed. But when you raise your hips up, boom, he creates a bigger window for my foot to do the turn, kick, and step.
Interesting. So you don't defend against the setup of the grips, you defend against the blast.
Yeah, boom.
There's more space.
Not even the blast. Because blast me. I can I can defend his blast sometimes other ways. What I'm defending against is my fall. Yes. Once I fall, like, I don't know how far I'm falling, but go ahead, hit, step. And then, boom, double underhooks. Double underhooks, and here I am. I walk around, he blocked my hip, switch, and then melt. Okay, everybody's on their knees. Let's do the full sequence. Hands are on the body. Go ahead, step up your right leg. As your right hand grabs their collar, good. Your left hand's out, second leg steps up, and now we're here in our posture.
Nice, Colin.
Right elbow, right leg together.
Good, Eamon.
The person uncrosses to go for the sweep.
Good.
They go for the sweep, you defend. Grab both collars, but now, all of a sudden, they try to sweep again, you're falling a little bit. Kick forward and back, catch yourself. Double underhooks. Good, now the front hand, cup the shoulder and hop around to the side and melt the weight.
Very nice, good Lorna, good Michael, Justin.
Again, knees down, we're gonna stand up. Right hand's on the bicep, right leg step up. Yep, left hand's out for base. As the second leg steps, left leg step up, your right hand grabs the collar. Oh. Good, you grab their collar. Right elbow, right thigh together. Good, I'm here. They go for the sweep. Both hands grab. Absorbing and catching. Good, and now, you begin to fall. As you begin to fall, go ahead now and kick your right, start to fall a little bit. Let's kick our right foot forward and back. Right foot forward and back. Good, now double underhooks. Good, and your left hand now grabs the person's shoulder as your right hand holds their thigh and hop around to the right and melt the weight. Was that right?
Yeah. That was exactly right.
Okay. Now, one last one that we did from the open guard was when they don't uncross their feet. Sometimes long legs, strong guard, you stand all the way up. And to be very clear, when you stand up how I'm suggesting, when you do this, boom, the person on the bottom, in many cases, they will be floating, hovering off the ground. It's difficult to keep even though we're the same height. When I stand up, boom, his body leaves the ground a little bit, which means his feet are working. So if I begin to do a little bounce, It's a lot of work on his ankles. Once I do that, I now bring, boom, my knee and elbow together, pin his leg down, and now, boom, knee through to side mount. So knee slice pass after a little shake, which releases the guard.
And you can definitely incentivize that break, come on up, by pushing the knee a little, right? Like,
yes.
right? You can look how he can, if he stands up with his right hand or with his left hand, he's gonna push inside my knee a little bounce. If he just pushes there, look, a little, boom, it breaks. Now watch the step.
My knee comes in, knee and elbow, right knee and elbow. Hand on the knee, pin it down. As my right knee comes through, my left leg goes wide.
His weight is on his hand and my knee. So his weight on these two hands, stand up again, do that a couple times. He jumps in, look, boom, together.
You're gonna have to do this on the ground. But
boom,
the knee drops through. Okay? Here we are. Hands on the body. Let's all stand up. Right hands on the bicep. Right leg step up. Right hand grab the collar. As the other hand's out for base, we stand. Good, everyone's standing, knees are bent. I feel it here. And now from here, as I sit up tall and I bounce a little bit, my left hand pushes the person's knee. And now their guard opens right away. Bring your right leg in the middle and bring your right elbow in the middle. So you push their leg out to the side. Your left hand is still pinning their leg down. Good, to the ground. Put your fist in the ground. Now let your right fist be on their body, which for today is the ground. And then jump your right knee through. As your left leg goes out, wherever it's comfortable. Keep your left knee off the ground. It's a little more comfortable. Good. From here now, my right hand goes under the person's arm, and then I melt into the side mount. Again, hands down, knees down. Last one. We're gonna take a step. Right hand blocks the bicep, right leg up. Yup, right hand grabs the collar as the left leg comes up. Now I'm standing. Stand tall, free hand, left hand, push the knee, bounce a little bit, bounce, bounce, bounce. The guard opens. Bring the right knee and right elbow inside. Good.
Nice, Brandy.
Left hand, pin their leg to the ground. Good, now putting your right fist on the ground, jump your right knee through as your left leg's out for base.
Nice, Brewer.
Great.
That was dope.
Now put your right arm under their arm, drop to your elbow. As you scoop the elbow with your left hand, sit on your right hip.
That was great. You gotta do it one more time. That was very good.
Yeah?
Yeah, one more.
One more?
We have time. One more. Come on, you guys. One more. Let's do this.
Hands down, hands down.
That was really good, everyone.
We're standing up. Right hand on the bicep, right leg up. Second leg up as my right hand grabs the collar. I'm standing. Knees are bent. Small bounce. Stand a little bit taller as you bounce. Pushing down with my left hand. Once the guard opens, right knee and right elbow inside.
Nice.
Good.
Good
left
art.
hand, pin their knee to the ground. Good. Now use your right fist also on the ground on their belly. Perfect. Now from here, my right knee shoots through and left leg out for base. Nice. Right hand underhook the arm. As you sit on your right hip, you scoop their arm and sit through.
Nice, Jamie. Nice art. Good, Colin. Amen.
Boom. I love it.
Good, Emily, Zach, Aki, John, everybody.
Who's got a question?
On any of these passes, you guys.
Open up that chat if anybody asked any questions.
I'll take it from here. Let me see. I'll start from the bottom, actually. So they need to clear it. Can you bring the knee to elbow together even if their feet are still crossed behind you? Can you bring the knee and elbow together even
When
if
you
their feet are
stand
still
up,
crossed?
can you bring your knee and elbow together?
Even if the feet are crossed?
Yes, you can. Now it might not be your actual knee and elbow. It might be like your forearm and your thigh. The point is that the leg is trapped inside of here, yes.
Listen, so that's a good question to survey right now. Some people are talking about the mirroring, how you taught right now today, left and right versus right and left. They have some thoughts on that. Do you guys prefer how Hidon taught today when he taught in this mirrored fashion? Or do you prefer when we teach and we just when we raise our right hand, we actually say right hand? Or do you like when I say, okay, everyone raise your left hand so that we are mirroring for you guys? Do you like mirrored or do you like,
if you like mirrored.
True or mirrored? Write it down in the comment, mirrored or true? Mirrored or true? Who likes mirrored? We did mirrored today.
It's always the case, it's both.
Both the same.
You can't ask people.
Someone said true, mirror, true, mirror, both. Well, you guys don't care. The reality is you guys don't care. But reality is you guys know the difference between right and left. And if we say lower your right arm, you're gonna lower your right arm, so who knows? All right, cool. Any other technique questions? Okay, cancel the mirrors, you guys. We got the idea. You guys like both, and you guys aren't helping us at all by telling us both.
That survey did not work.
I don't know what I'm gonna do when I teach tomorrow morning.
Well,
I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
Well, you should try the mirror one just for fun.
Yes.
Well, but listen, more importantly is, I just want to know, is something confusing? Is there a,
No.
why would they say one over the other?
Well, no, some people just, what's confusing is this. When you say,
I know, when they look at
you and you say, everyone do the left, and you say, go ahead.
Raise your right hand.
No, do the mirror version.
Everybody raise your left hand.
I go, but that's Hidon's right hand. I can't see that his left hand. That's his right hand.
Oh.
Do you see they have struggling with that?
Got it. I struggle with that too.
Yeah, but that's not Hidon's right hand. Why is he saying left
I have an
if
idea.
it's his right hand? They just can't swallow that pill.
I have an idea. So if you are, because we're saying left and right,
Yes.
we don't have to say left and right in the mirroring one. We shouldn't have to.
Well, the problem is a lot of times moves require you to look away from the camera, so it's great to hear us say, take your left hand, hug the body. So they
Okay.
do need left and right guidance.
Okay.
Because they can't see us sometimes.
So
right?
don't do too many questions that aren't. Let's keep it off this mirroring topic because it's pushing out all the other questions.
No, they're already gone. You guys, sorry guys. If you asked a question before, it's gone. If you actually still have a question about a technique now that we're wrapping up here,
Now stop all typing except for those.
No more mirrors, please. How would you do the knee slide through the knee shield? How do you do a knee slide through a knee shield? He's asking. When facing away, switch, I think. Can you show the double underhook pass? Switch. How do you do the knee slide through the knee shield? You can lay down.
What's the knee shield?
I'll show you. So if you're here, if you ever get to this position here,
Oh, knee shield.
you ever get to here and they do the knee shield right here. Look, you guys. So I'm setting up my knee slides, which would be more split right here in the center. If he turns and knee shields right here, what happens? Everything changes when this knee comes across. Okay, so you're not gonna knee slice in the conventional fashion. You're gonna mount over his bottom leg and you're gonna want a windshield wiper. Let's rotate. The key here, I'm gonna mount and get over here. He's gonna trap my bottom leg now. We're gonna end up in this knee shield kind of Z-half. And at that point, there are many different passes, not the least of which is to sprawl, keep it tighter. Look, turn and windshield wiper over his ankle. And now that I have head control and I can grab his top leg here, I can step out and then step back in. So it's gonna be a different pass altogether there from that Z-half. How often do you test the person to see how they react to bait them into something? Example, faking the underhook so that they'll lower that leg to get the inside knee slice. Listen, Mark has a good question. How often do you fake a pass to see how they're gonna respond? And my response to that, Mark, would be none of them are really fake. I'll go for the double underhook. They will respond to it or they won't. If they respond, I change, right? So when the water flows down the river and then it hits a rock and it changes direction, the original flow of the water wasn't fake. It was real until it hit the rock. And then the water decided to go around the rock and keeps going. So there's nothing fake about the original flow, bro. You're going, it's not so much probing as much as it is going. Do your pass and then change accordingly. Great question though.
Do you ever utilize the gable grip on double underhook pass? The thing with this is that it allows, I don't have the same fold on him now. And he can raise his hips up, push my arms. So it is good for control in every control except for that response by him. But if I can grab his jacket or his shoulder,
I can't push away anymore.
I can fold him a little more effectively.
Good question. If you forget inside collars while standing, you might be swept. Collar grip serves as a counterbalance. Someone said, how concerned are you with collar grips when you stand up? Good question. Stand up. Actually, let me switch. Let me do this once. He don't show the standing variation of the pass with the collars, you guys. It's important to note that there is a no collar version where there are no collars. So he's here, and you very much get up, cross your legs. You very much get up in a similar fashion here. We stand up, and I get to get right here. And there's no collar. Go for the sweep, and I go here, and I hit it. And if I start losing my balance, go ahead, I'll kick, and I'll go. So I never even grab the collars. I just ride the whole thing, go hit it a little from here. I just I'm playing this game right here, you see. Collars are very much like, the neck works too, but if you lose the neck, go hit it. I'm right here like, so this is very effective way to counter double ankle sweep, is thigh grabs and hip thrusts. Very good. What do you do if they stiff arm your knee during a knee slice? Kyle Gritz asks.
if they block the knee.
Yeah, so we're here. So I'm here potentially. I'm on the inside. I do this, block my knee right here.
I know.
Well, go ahead. Yeah.
I don't really feel comfortable blocking your knee though.
Well, if they stiff arm it, I'm coming through.
Yeah.
So Kyle, great question. If they stiff arm my knee on a knee slice right here, what you have to think about is once again the water. What happens if you put your water in the river and stop some water? Guess what? The water stops where you put it, but all the other water keeps going. Boom. Do you understand? So one thing might be stopped, but everything else comes through. even if that means me shifting my hips, block, boom. Look, he blocked with the knee slice. Watch when I transition, over, under. I go under, I go over, and I throw my body over the top, step out, and come in. So my mindset isn't so much stuck on one pass, it's truly river flowing, water flowing down the river. I'm gonna get down this river one way or the other. He blocks one, I'm gonna redirect and pressure, pressure, pressure. But guess what? It's tiring to be the person who's trying to stop the flow of a river, because you're like, wait, everywhere I block, there's more water, come somewhere else. It just changes direction. And that's how guard passing should feel. It's never just one pass. It's the combination of many passes put together.
Get down real quick. If they use their feet for the double ankle sweep, it means that I didn't have enough connection with this collar, this elbow, and my thigh. You see this? If I'm like this, put your feet. It's easier, go back, yeah. Do that again.
I can't.
So my sensitivity in my pinch and my second hand right here. Put your foot on my hip. You see that? My second hand, both my hands controlling the thighs. But if the feet do happen to land on my hips, I need to lift my whole body up and take away this. See this angle?
That's the V.
Is what makes him strong. Push me away. Look, boom. Once I lift like that, I take away all his wedge.
Not to mention, the kick out still works. Stand up, the kick out, go. It's still, go back again, sorry. Just kick up and out, it works. Turn your toes in a little, you can still kick out. It's gonna be faster, it's gonna be more aggressive, but because they're launching you, but you can still kick out. But what he showed about thrusting the hips and leaning into it and twisting is much better. You're just deflecting that foot off your hip. Excellent, guys. Okay, let's all sit down, face the camera, close your eyes, get comfortable. Get in here and get comfortable, you guys. Close your eyes, breathe with us all the way in. And then exhale to the very bottom. You're inside the closed guard of a training partner who has 2 stripes more than you. Tough partner, someone who knows your style well. You get in their guard, and all you remember is the pressure's not on you to pass the guard, the pressure's on them to submit you. So you intelligently reside in their guard, head down, blocking the biceps, and in your mind you say, instead of trying to break this strong legs, I'm gonna chill right here until they open their guard, and you just patiently neutralize them. You're staying low, you're not trying to fight to break the guard. Suddenly they get frustrated that there's nothing happening, so they uncross their legs. The moment they uncross their legs, and go for like an angle, like foot on the hip, arm bar triangle angle, they're trying to create a little bit of a hip adjustment. The moment they uncross, you punch your elbows under, you get double underhooks. You're trying your hardest to shelf one of the legs, it's simply not working. Fight, fight, fight. So instead, you take out one of your arms, you dive over your leg and your arm, you dive over the top for that over-under pass, drive their shoulder on their stomach, and you start running around. But right when you land, you go too much weight on your knees and too little pressure on the person's body, and they shrimp out and they put you right back in the guard. But instead of letting them close your guard, you stand up right away, so you don't end up in the closed guard. Now you're standing and they're on their back. At this point, you're kind of outside, their feet are blocking you a little bit, and you're like, well, I need to get in here somehow. So you swipe their ankles apart and you shoot in to that combat base kneeling position with one leg up. So now you're close and you grab their thighs there so they can't scoot away. From that position, you're feeling it out. You have one hand underhooked on their leg, the other hand is just blocking their thigh, but you do have one leg up in the center of their legs. And from that position, you're keeping them close, you're feeling their energy, you try to elevate that underhook, it doesn't work. So you go to the very first technique, which is taking your knee that's up, driving it over their thigh, and then you hug their neck, take a big back step, and then go back to your knees. Upon landing, you land on your knees, but this time you're like, no, I'm not gonna let them shrimp out. So you hug their hips and everything much tighter, and you solidify your side control right there. So you tried one pass, it failed, tried another one, successful. It took a couple, and sometimes it'll take even more than that. So what happened was you got in the guard like this. For those who couldn't visualize it perfectly, it's good to see. He's here low, look, he's blocking submission, his hands are on the inside. He's not trying to break my guard. But the minute I do something funny, he went under right away, look. Look, he's working to dip a shoulder. I made it real heavy, and then suddenly he pulls it down, he brings his arm over, and he drives all the weight here. Come on up. He starts to go for a walk, he lands tight. But the minute he lands, I shrimp. But instead of putting him in the closed guard, he gets up, look. And now he's here. He clears the ankles out of the way, he comes on in, gets low, and now he goes to the underhook, but I resisted right here. His knee came straight over, hug, big back step, and now this time when he landed, he was just much tighter with his knees, brought his arm over when he started to get triangled here.
And remember, pushing this leg that way makes this knee very difficult to put me in the guard. And Henner just mentioned that I pulled my arm out because of the triangle, this arm out. But sometimes when it's on this side of my head, go for the triangle?
I can't because my
You
arm's
can't.
on this side. I need
But
to
when
do
he pulls his arm out, I pull my arm out.
There you go. Excellent, you guys. Well done, friends. Thanks for joining us. Great job, everyone. We appreciate you being here. If today was your first or second class with us, you just joining us on your free trial, Master Cycle students, maybe based on an invitation you may have received yesterday or the day before, we want to invite you to stay for about 5 minutes here after the class and answer a few questions and kind of give you the lay of the land. Everyone else, we're good to go. Instructors, we'll see you guys tomorrow at 11 o'clock. So 9 o'clock tomorrow, instructors. We have a 9 o'clock and a 10 o'clock class that are optional. You have the access to, you can join us. But 11 o'clock is Women Empowered and 12 o'clock is Kids class. Brian, come here. 11 o'clock is Women Empowered. 12 o'clock is Kids class. And those two, Women Empowered and Kids class, are both mandatory for all candidates tomorrow. And then instructors will pick up after that for our meeting. So I'll see all candidates in there. You guys say hi to this stranger right here. You guys recognize this stranger? There they are. You can see all of you guys. Brian's over here putting in his work. How you feeling?
Where's the zombie at that he's writing? City, where's the zombie?
Someone wrote, "Where's the zombie?"
I don't know. Sorry for you guys dragging all the team into the drama.
No worries, bro. You just did with Jason right now?
Yeah, we're working right now.
Excellent. Feeling it? Feeling it? Okay, back to work. Everyone say bye, you guys. Brian's got to go. He's got a non-scheduled fight to get ready for, with no location and no schedule and no technical opponent.
It's good to know that he's training though.
Brian's off. There's no off season with this guy, bro. Come on, he gets down. So what I was saying was, instructors, we'll meet you guys tomorrow, 11 o'clock mandatory, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock optional, and then we'll roll it all the way through based on our schedule. Brand new friends, stay with us. Everybody else can tune out. Instructors, if you want to stay for the talk, you can. But let me have the rest of you guys tune out. I'm going to talk to our brand new friends. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys tonight. Master Cycle and Combatives tonight or tomorrow morning. Lots of fun.